is the Surge against the Crowns. This will be the second game for both of these teams. The Crowns with a 9-1 victory over the Hooligans in their first game. The Surge was on the opposite end of the same result against the Squall. They're going to try to rebound back. John Cowan's in the net for the Surge on your left and Danny McMahon on your right. As we get underway in this game between the Surge and the Crowns. And Ryan Reich will start things off for the Surge. We're looking to rebound back after what has been a, honestly, bad game for them. They had one bad period. And it tries a shot going wide. The net was maybe looking for a tip. Right corner. Here's Reich. Taps one our shot. Oh, what a save by McMahon with a glove down low. Oh, they had him down and out. But the one-timer does not pay off this time. But the Surge, already a big improvement from their first game. Won by the Surge, and we tipped into the corner. Giangreco leave it over. Barbado tips it up and interrupted by Joe Marshall. Cycles around and Hotchner will play it over to Quentin Heiner. Around it and picked up by Giangreco for the Surge. A minute gone, and what it has was a strong start for the Surge, but here come the Crowns. Greco back over towards Janiga. Here's a shot, and that one off the foot of Giangreco. Down the floor it goes, and the Crowns forced to retreat. Hotchner stolen away. Here is Barbado. Barbado will just push it toward the end boards. He'll go off for a change. Battle for control. Mike Cassetta tries to center up off the stick. As they run into a roadblock, and down the floor it goes. No icing here. John Cowan will stop it. And contact along the boards. Quite a bit of contact. That's Jesse Tremeni. That's throw on the body. Going around is Mike Cassetta. Cassetta up to Edgecombe, unable to handle it. Levine tries to pass it off, and Cowan comes out to play. And an opening, and misfires on the pass shot, and that was stopped by Cowan. Second chance, that's blocked. Ethan Giangreco has done very well defensively for the Surge. Despite the loss, he did well playing the forecheck, as that's down the floor for an icing against the Surge, and they will be unable to change.
Fellas, listen, center gets center, D's got the wings, wingers got defense.
So both teams already have a strong start to their game. And you saw Ryan Perugia, who was formerly part of the Raleigh League, now mostly takes part in Charlotte. Now trying to leave it. A lot of gold jerseys through, and everyone tumbles around. As you saw that, Jim Bateman was looking for a call, but it does not look like he's going to get it. And John Cowan looking to rebound from a very bad first period that saw him have an early exit from the game. As the Crowns chip up looking for Bateman, but a little too far to handle. It is Mitch Stevens. Chipped right back. Bateman tied up. He has a hat trick in the first game, and he gets interrupted by Mitch Stevens. And here comes tornado the other way, interrupted, and back it goes over towards the end boards. Mitch Stevens up over to Reich. Reich off the boards. Will find David Lane, but interrupted by Frank Losey. Centers up, no one available. Here comes Losey. And someone's down. That is David Lane, but we continue on. Losey behind the net. Interrupted by Mitch Stevens. Poked ahead. And here comes the surge. And a big bump. But the Crowns hanging on. Forbes will play it back over towards Becht. And out it goes. And here comes the surge. Trying to drive the net. Back it goes. Here's Valley with a shot that's blocked. And out it goes. I'll force the surge to tag up. Browns back on the attack. It's Matt Henry. He's played in a few tournaments here in Raleigh before. As it's stretched up and maybe a chance for Edgecombe. Tries to set her up, no one available. Henry will tap it out, and Giancarlo will leave it over for David St. Louis. Nick Cassetta back to St. Louis. Tries to throw a shot that is off the end boards. Henry again. Stepped in by Giancarlo, getting tied up. It will pop out, but is it going to be an icing? No, they're going to call a penalty, and it's a hook. They're calling it against Giancarlo. So the Crowns will go on the power play. They had one power play in the first game. They converted it. And we already know how dangerous the Crowns are on offense.
You want Jack and BJ next out?
And it's going to be darts for the surge. Trying to get it out. They will. McMahon will chip it up over to Janiga.
Here you go, right.
And a steal. Maybe a chance for Reich. Trying to protect the ball. Shot. Save McMahon. Oh, McMahon with a spectacular save. Reich was protecting the ball the whole way. But now another chance with the third shot. Save McMahon. He saw very little action in the first game, but he's getting plenty now, and what a stand-up save!
Yeah.
Tie-up. And this is on the penalty kill, too. Greco and Cowan gets it away. A great penalty kill by the Surge with 10 seconds left. Yeah. Now picking up is Perugia. As he waits for his team to rearrange, and the penalty is over. Trying to clear the zone, unable. Kept in by Heinley. Shot is blocked wide. Zach Smith will clear the zone and will find Edgecombe. Just has to beat Losey. Back it goes. Tries to pass it up back over to Edgecombe. Can't get to him. Interrupted by Losey. Caleb Brownlow has a goal in the previous game. They gain the zone. Here's Zach Smith. Double team drop pass. Will find Barbado. Gets around Perugia. But has to leave it for Matt Henry. They do get around, shot, and that's stopped. And going down and a penalty being called. It's going to be against Zach Smith unless, I don't know, that was quite a leap. But they're going to call a penalty against Zach Smith for a trip.
Abner just got out. You guys ready? There you go. Yeah. All right.
So the Crowns will go on their second power play, but the Surge have had a great penalty kill.
David, you and me next. Hey, those defense will fucking get him. Get him in the corner and get fucking ball from him.
Back it goes to Hotchner. Will cross to Henry. Can't quite handle it. Turn around, shot, and they score! So now they are 2 for 3 overall on the power play. Who's it? So it's Steckler with the goal. So the first blood drawn by the Crowns. It comes on the power play. Trying to get something going, and a shot that's blocked. And we got a penalty against the Crowns, and it is a trip. And so the Surge will go on the power play. 61?
61.
Okay. Fritz.
Brandon Fritz.
So it is Fritz in the box, and the Surge will have their first power play. And Ryan Reich running into a wall in the form of Losey, as that will be out of the zone. Fighting through is Levine. Levine centers up, good stick by Gian Greco. Towards the center line and back over to David Lane. Trying to fight his way around Hotchner. Starting to get into a shooting match. Shot and saved by McMahon! Point blank from Reich. And we got another penalty coming up against the Crowns. And it is going to be Jesse Tremini.
Cannot slide into a player.
And the call is sliding. So they ruled it a slide into a player. So it will be 16 seconds of 5-on-3. So this will be the Surge's best chance to get on the board. And it's back over towards Gian Greco. Shot from Stevens is blocked. Back behind the net. 5 seconds left on the 5-on-3. Cassetta. Back to Gian Greco. Shot. And they had beat it just in time.
11.
They beat it just in time before the penalty had expired. So it will stay on the power play. Yet the penalty clock was showing 1 second at the time the ball went in the net.
How much was left in the first round?
1 second was literally 1 second.
What was the time on the penalty?
2:16.
1 second left in the first penalty.
That's what we had.
Yeah.
And the officials just trying to confirm that the goal went in before the penalty expired. That's what they're conferring over right now. And I can understand the Crown's argument. They want to get their guy out of the box, but the clock doesn't lie. because I immediately turned my head toward the penalty clock as soon as the goal went in, and the clock was just about to transition to a regular power play.
Until it's also, I think it's saying right. So it's still four sides. There was a mistake. There should be 3 seconds left. On 116, the first guy would come out. Next guy comes out at 134, right?
Yes.
Or at 234, whatever it was. What was the penalty?
His penalty was at 134.
216 was the first penalty. That's all I think. You're right. There should be one out on the penalty too. Right? But 44 seconds. They took it off. That was the shot. How many seconds do we get out?
So from what we can gather, it looks like it indeed will still be a power play. I believe Gian Greco was the one who scored the goal, and it will still be a power play for the Surge. Because I immediately turned my head toward the scoreboard, and it was just about to transition to a regular power play. As the Crowns looking to try to get their other guy out of the box. Crosses. Stevens. Slap shot wide of the net. Looking for some help as Greco trying to clear the zone, but it's Gian Greco.
Give the Mitch, give the Mitch.
Good luck. Mitch Stevens crosses, finds Gian Greco, but he left the ball behind. As they will clear the zone, and that should do it for the power play. They will get 1 out of 2. Stretch pass, trying to go for Nick Aceta, and it's down the floor and an icing against the Crowns. With 26 seconds remaining on the first period. And tie up and stuck under the feet and went through the feet of the official, as it'll be sent around the board for Quentin Hindley. They will clear the zone, and Ethan Gian Greco off the foot of the official, but he will get control back. Mike Aceta on the center line. Off to Ethan Gian Greco. Goes right, shot him wide of the net. Had a chance for Patrick Barbado, but could. Both these teams have a power play goal under their belt as we await to try to get the clock set before they get the second period going. You have 10 go on the board, and we are underway in the second period. The Surge with control plays off the boards and almost had a chance, but it will go back to Jesse Tremeni. The Surge do force them offside. No icing, as it'll be down toward the Crowns goal. Off the boards and kept in by the Surge. Great kick! And NATO, it would have been a great setup for NATO, but he wasn't quite set up for the play. But they are going to have an offensive zone draw.
Steamer 17.
Tie up. And it's going to be the Crowns if they can get past Valley as he goes down. The Surge keep it under control, but double teamed. Trying to look for a centering pass, was looking for Steve NATO.
Nope.
NATO trying to get away from danger, and he will send it across. Back to Reich. And here's a shot from Stevens, and that's glove down. And the Crowns the other way. It's Hotchner sending it up. Bateman with a Send it back and wait for his team to rearrange. Janiga. Janiga again as his stick goes flying. In the right corner. Bump. Bateman lost control for a moment as the Crowns make a change. Down the floor goes Perugia. Now try to get around Nick Cassetta, and it will be down toward Cowan, who will play it off the netting. Rolls back into play. From the corner, and good stick by Barbado, but getting away is Ingles. Back to Perugia. Shot going wide. We picked up by David St. Louis for the surge, and great hit, but Nick Cassetta got interrupted by Perugia. There's Ingles again. Ingles up over to Forbes. Takes a look and sees David St. Louis on top of him. Tried to go for Ingles, gets knocked off the ball, and a wide open chance! Never got it off! He was right there, point blank in front of Cowan, but never got the shot off. And now here they come back the other way. It's Losey. Gets around one. In the corner. St. Louis moves in and is forced behind the net. In the corner. Chipped up. Oh, look out. Right in the place he did not want it to be. But Zach Smith digs around. Trying to get a chance for an Edgecombe. Great deke. What a shot. Save McMahon.
Say 2 or 1? You want to stay? Let's stay for a quick. Yeah.
I tell you, Edgecombe is a very skilled player. He has yet to get on the goal column, but I assure you he will very soon based on how I see him play. Great keeping by Ethan Giangreco, but a second chance pushes it out. Ethan Giangreco. Back it goes, and Ethan again. Tries to get away. Breakaway the other way for the Crowns. Shot wide of the net. Marshall had him. But the shot goes wide. That is a shot you got to put on the net. And now turn around looking for Edgecombe. Oh, drop it. It was a blind pass. He was looking for BJ Goodwin. Back to Ethan Giangreco. Turn around and not got the stick of McMahon. Matt Henry from behind his net. Double teamed. Goes into the left corner. Taking a look is Becht. Back to Giangreco. A shot and a save by McMahon. Yeah, McMahon's going to be one of those goaltenders that's going to be tough to beat. I have seen him in Ironman tournaments. He has faced many shots before, and he somehow finds ways to make the big stops. As they tie up, and the Crowns with control. Hotchner, and a great play by Darce. Turnaround shot and a save by McMahon coming from David Lane. And we'll have a face-off to the right.
Kevin, stay high. Let Mitch shoot in. There you go. Ryan, let's go.
Won by the Crowns. Hotchner around the boards. And looking for some help, and we'll find Janiga. Just holds the zone. Crosses, looking for Brownlow. Tries to shot, and that tip is stopped by Cowan.
Hey, good save.
It will go to the surge. Nato tried to feed up over toward David Lane, overshot him. Trying to avoid Janiga and will leave it for Darce. Tries to take a shot that's blocked. And wide angle shot stopped by McMahon. A stick is on the floor. Will be picked up and it'll be back up to Bateman. A couple of chances on the boards. Tries to get away. And great play by Mitch Stevens. 2-on-2 for the Surge.
Center right here.
Tries to get a shot on and was interrupted by Janiga. As they battle along the boards. Moving in is Barbado. Left corner, now back. Oh, went right by Stevens, and he has to go back and retrieve. Darst crosses off the scorekeeper's table and over to Barbado. And pushed off by Hotchner to go to the right corner.
Turn to go, Nick.
And has a chance for Nick to set up. Partial 2-on-1 if they hurry. Trying to get around Prussia. Drop back to Barbado. Shot is blocked by Prussia. And great work by Forbes on the back check. Stretch pass in, hits his man. Trying to go for Edge Carmen. That one taken away. Center shot and going wide. And that's cleared down the floor and an icing against the Crowns. But I tell you, the Surge have improved tremendously since the first game. Won by the Crowns. Ingles will find Forbes. Going the other way is Florian, shot high in the net. Ethan Greco stretches up and was trying to look for Micah setup, but out of his reach and an icing against the Surge. And it will be the Surge. They won the draw, but unable to clear the zone. Finally, turnarounds, intercepted by Valley, tries to clear it out, kept in by Luzzi. Marshall behind the net, tries to look for a wraparound. It was under the feet of BJ Goodwin, and that one whistled down. And what do we got here? I didn't see what the call was, but I assume it has something to do with the netting. And the one by the Surge. But good keep in by Henry. Try center, went up, off a foot, point blank, he score! Joe Marshall with a turnaround backhand, and the Crowns take the lead again, 2-1. But I would have to have another look at it. That almost looked like a no-look shot, but here they come again. To many. Now getting into it with Gian Greco. As they'll send it to the opposite corner. Now battle on the boards. It is Reich and Levine. Reich gets it away, but now in comes Termini. Off the scorekeeper's table as the Crowns trying to push back. 3-on-2 for the Surge. Driving the net, shot save by McMahon! Yeah, I do think McMahon is going to be the X factor of the Carolina division. Just a fantastic goaltender. He's made some big stops in this game. And again, he hasn't faced that many shots in game number 1 against the Hooligans. Rise, look for an opening. Shot is blocked. Trying to look for a 2-on-0. Oh, but a great play by Gian Greco. Breaking that one up. Now Nick Cassetta trying to pass it across, and that gets blocked by Henry. Hard. And a shot going wide from Gian Greco. Nick Cassetta behind the net in a pushing match, and now we'll leave it over to Fritz. And lost his stick on the way, and the Surge will have an opportunity. A stretch pass, overshot it, and into the bench. And it will be back to neutral unless they're going to put it back all the way into the Surge's zone. Yep, that's what they're going to do. They're going to bring it into the Surge zone. Won by the Crowns. And can't handle it.
Wait.
Just a little bit too much bouncing for their liking. And back to Losey for the Crowns. Almost had a good deke, but it'll come right back to Hotchner. In neutral, picked up by Stevens. Great deke by Stevens. Trying to find a way around, and we'll throw it off the end boards. And McMahon not taking that chance, he'll cover. Tie up. It'll go to the Surge, and Smith was trying to look for a backhand, but couldn't get a clean one off. And now here come the Crowns in a partial 3-on-1. Sliding across, shot, save, rebound, and they're gonna call no goal, but I think that Cowan has stopped it anyway. The net was off, but I think Cowan stopped it anyway.
Why are we pitching that puck?
It's pitched back, and the Surge have control. Looking for Lane if he can get through the sea of gold. Left corner. And back over to Reich. And Darcy's got to hurry. And he goes down on a bump. No call. Shot and saved by Cowan. And he'll be back to Mitch Stevens as the time expires in a frantic ending to the second period. Entire game as the Surge really have made a big turnaround since game number 1. As Nick Cassetta chips in just wide of McMahon. And honestly, I think McMahon's the reason why the Surge are not in this game as they have wanted, as that will come all the way down, and an icing against the Crowns.
No, if we're gonna do Fritz and we're just gonna do our normal line.
One. Oh, it was going to go to the Crowns, but overran it. But they do get it anyway as Henry tries to get away from Nick Cassetta, but they go right on top of him on the double team before checking it to work. But the Crowns come out with it anyway. Greco tips off the board, and we'll find Brownlow. But the Surge come right back. As try to look for that passing lane, but that is well covered. Right corner again, Henry off the boards, and we'll find Brendan Florian. Brownlow trying to go for Florian again, but no touch, and it's an icing against the Crowns. Won by the Crowns. Zuniga will play around over to Tomeni. Driving it and runs into a roadblock in the form of Mitch Stevens. Great stick, but Hotchner will put it into the left corner. And try that shot, in that one was interrupted, and back over to Zuniga, goes wide. Back to the point, Hotchner, shot it, a save by Cowan. And that one goes out of play. So the face-off will occur in the Surge zone. Not clear who has that one, but it looks like the Surge are going to get this one. And back over towards Kevin Darst.
Hard Mitch.
And Mitch Stevens. And look out, he's got company as he will get it up over to David Lane. Bateman has not gotten on the goal column today, or at least this game. He has a hat trick in game number 1. And look out, stripped by Darst, shot going wide. Back it goes, Stevens with a shot high of the net. Turn around, and that one glances off the side of the net. Second chance, that's wide. NATO, double team, and here they come. And they had a chance on a break, but broken up by Reich. Great play. Here's NATO with a shot wide. Hotchner will take it away for the Crowns. And now we'll feed up over to Marshall. Marshall going left to Bateman. He's not able to hand it. Instead, he'll go off for the change. Around the boards for Stevens. 7 minutes left in the third period. Rides the rails, and that's going to give an opportunity, and that one just out of the reach of Joe Marshall. That's going to come all the way back. And that one will just bounce into the glove of McMahon. We will do it again. 6:49 remaining in the third. Tie up. And the Crowns will get this one. Losey stretches off the stick of Greco, who will poke it across. And Cowan tries to clear it up. Low down by Greco. Backhand shot going wide of the net. Had a chance for Hindley. He has 1 goal so far this season. Now back it goes. Shot going wide of the net. Trying to go for a rebound, and that one tipped high. Down the floor, and we'll leave it as Losey will restart for the Crowns. They will change of forward. Off the body and down it goes. Ethan Giangreco now being pressured by Brownlow. Now we'll just play it around and it'll be back to Ethan Giangreco. Stretch pass will find Zach Smith. Up it goes the good win for the Surge. We'll play down deep and we'll look for Edgecombe. Trying to look for some assistance. Crosses, nobody there. Levine. He's an option, tries to drop it back to Brownlow, but interrupted by Smith in double coverage. And we have a hand up.
1 minute to win the game.
And it is going to be a delay of game penalty. And it's going to be against the Surge.
It's all right.
And it's going to be against Goodwin. So the Crowns will go on their third power play. They're 1 for 2 in this game. As they'll just dump it around the boards. They are 2 for 3 overall this season, just between the two games. Janiga winds up with a shot, goes wide. Now taking a bump. David Lane trying to kick it out, unable. And cross check from behind. That's going to be a penalty. And another cross check. Lane's got to be careful here. And Bateman's going to let him know about it. And that is not really going to help matters for the Surge. And now they're going to be down 5 on 3. But now the refs are conferring. Are they going to just do 1 or is it going to be 2? I would not expect them to do 2, and yeah, I think that's going to be the case. They're officially calling it as interference, as that's going to be down the floor. That's going to be a good start for the penalty kill. 25 seconds left on the 5 on 3. Janiga off the boards and looking for Fritz, and that will be sent back down the floor again. Very good job on the penalty kill. It really has been for the Surge, despite the 1 power play goal against them. 5 seconds left on the 5 on 3. Goes right. Fritz will go back over to Florian, and now it's a regular power play. Shot saved by Cowan. And back to Florian. Thinks about it. Shot is blocked. Going down. Everyone pushing, and now here comes Nick Cassetta. And now that's going to be a penalty there. An interference call against the Crowns. I think that was a no-doubter, as Hosher was right in front of Cassetta as he was running to the ball. So it'll be 5 seconds of 4 on 4, and then a power play for the Surge. Surge are 1 for 2 on the power play this game. They did have a 5 on 3, which they did convert. And it's going to be won by the Surge, and penalty over in a power play for the Surge. And run into the line, and David St. Louis is going to run this one down. 3:50 remaining as St. Louis looks for an attack. Now goes right. Barbado gains the zone for the Surge. Now walks in with a shot that goes into the netting. Backhanded out by Levine. 20 seconds remaining on the power play. One more chance and they give it away. 2-on-1 shorthanded. Levine with a shot saved by Cowan. 10 seconds left on the power play. And Stevens will play it back. Gian Greco up to Barbado. Penalty over. Centers up to Cassetta. Shot saved by McMahon. And we'll be back out. Less than 3 remaining. The Surge very much still in this. There's a shot from Stevens and a save by McMahon. 2:45 remaining in regulation. Won by the Surge. Quick shot is wide of the net. Reich is into it with Henry. And off the foot of Gian Greco, but will keep it in. Back over to the slot. Back it goes. Shot is blocked. Back to Reich on the left circle. Looking to wrap around. It's his bread and butter there, and he gets denied this time. Yeah! Score! David Lane! Right there on the far post, and the Surge tie it up again.
Here we go, boys.
David Lane got the rebound as Ryan Reich with the ace up his sleeve with the wraparound. And now they're going to have a pause here as the officials are actually convening again.
There might have been a hand.
If they're discussing if there was a hand pass. Oh boy, this could turn the game. But are they confident enough to overturn it? Now, from my perspective, I didn't see it. But I'm halfway across the rink, so that's not for me to say. So right now the goal is under review, even though we don't have video reviews in the NBHL. And now let's see what they say. They say good goal. Yeah, they were not confident enough to turn it over, so the Surge do indeed tie the game up. And the refs explaining the call to Josh Greco, the captain of the Crowns. Yeah, I can't imagine that without video review that you, if you're not 100% confident, that you can't really turn it over. So that's what the delay is about right now. They're just explaining the call. But with 2:11 remaining, the Surge continue to fight back. And like I said, this is a much better game than what they had in the first period. So they are indeed confirming that it is a goal, and this game is tied at 2. And Stevens off the boards and gets it to Nato, trying to drive the net. Back it goes, looking for Lane again. Right it back the other way. And good double team. There's Janiga off the boards. It was trying to look for Florian. Gian Greco gets interrupted for a moment, and it'll be crossed over to Mitch Stevens. Left the ball behind, look out! Oh, good play by Nato to keep it alive, and now David Lane. Shot in the wide of the net, he got down, shot! Oh, save by McMahon! Right under the pads, and McMahon just continues to put up a brick wall in front of the net. It's won by the Crowns. They do get it out. Maybe a chance. High stepping it in. Shot. Save by Cohen! With the stick on the big lane. And they come the other way. Edgecombe trying to get it in before Losey, but he will get there first. And they will go on the attack again. Marshall. Oh, it's going to be an icing. Oh!
Go get him, boys.
John Cowan with a spectacular stick save to keep the Surge in it.
During the three-course, like, overtime, championship, my heart rate hit a 1.
And a timeout is being called by the Crowns, which you are allowed to do that. Yeah, you can do that. Yeah. Yeah, they can do that. Yeah, it's a rule in the NHL where you would not be allowed to call time after an icing, but in the NBHL it's perfectly legal. The Crowns, I imagine that when they entered this game that they were expecting to have an easy game based on the results of everyone's first games, but it was not as easy as it looked.
This is why they don't.
Some great goaltending, and not to mention some great offense.
No change.
And again, the Crowns unable to change because of the icing, and they caught someone and sending them back to the bench. And tie up on the draw. Gian Greco, that's Gino, throws one toward the net, that's blocked. To the shot and saved by McMahon. Back it goes, and maybe a chance. Here comes Marshall. Gets away. Crosses over, and we'll find Heinle. Crosses back at the point. Hochner tries to center up, no one there. And Ebner will clear the zone. And a chance for Barbado. Shot and misfires. And tip forward. Heinle. Maybe a chance. Oh, and he goes down. He lost his footing. But the good news for him is that an icing has been called against the Surge. 12 seconds remaining.
So much time. Come on, Ashton, win.
Who's my D? Who's my D?
Won by the Crowns. Trying to look for an opening shot going wide through the screen. And Barbado hanging on, and we will be going to overtime. So it is a 3-minute period, 3-on-3. And it's going to be right for the Surge up to Lane, trying to get away. But here comes Greco, trying to throw the Jets on. Shot as he falls down, no call. And this is where speed really comes into play. Right goes left over to Stevens. Shot saved by McMahon. Now turning is Losey, and we'll leave it back over to Greco. Losey goes off for a change. And now it is Tremeni on the floor. They will also change out Hotchner. And now we'll have Eric Levine. They're just cycling out so they can change players. And now we'll go up to Forbes. Shot, glove save by John Cowan. And 2:05 remaining, and now the Surge will make their change. They're going to send out Ebner, Nicasetta, and Gino Giangreco. And tie up. And one over the score! James Forbes! Overtime winner! TTFN! GTG! Crowns win! James Forbes gets the Crowns the extra point in the standings, and they will remain undefeated through 2. But the good news for the Surge is